Alright, welcome back. And so today in this one, I'm going to be playing the brand new MLB The Show Mobile baseball game that just got announced last week on December 3rd, 2025. It's currently only available in the Philippines as a soft launch for testing purposes. But right now, you can go to theshowmobile.com, type in your email address, select your region, and then sign up for updates on when the game is going to be available in your area. Gotta love the classic MLB The Show intro music. It's nice to see them finally have a mobile version of their game, just like Madden 2K have already done. So first things first, we're gonna open up our starter pack to get players from our favorite team. Let's see what we get from our first ever pack. Swipe to open. Just like it does in the game, we get Conforto, Phillips, Gonsolin, Kike Hernandez, Chase Utley. Now it's time for the hitting tutorial, and I'm interested to see how the mechanics on a phone's touchscreen will compare to those of the controllers on consoles. So we gotta drag to align the bat with the ball, kind of like the PCI in the console version. And then we release the swing. All right, we were on that, and I'm loving the wood bat sound just like it is in the normal game, and that would be a nice double. Now we just gotta do that 2 more times. We were a little bit late on that one, but you know what? It's in play. We just gotta get the timing down now. That was right back up the middle, a nice line drive. And now we're being put in an actual game against the Padres. And the goal is to hit our first ever home run. We're tied 5-5 in the bottom of the 9th. And it looks like we just hit a walk-off home run right there. Travis d'Arnaud, no doubter, 425 feet. And we get the dub 6-5. And it looks like we got Fernando Valenzuela. And of course, now it's time for the pitching tutorial. And again, we just gotta drag to aim the pitch and then release it in the green or blue zone. Put it up in the top corner. And we got ourselves a good pitch right there. Now it's time to throw his nasty screwball, which is what he was known for. We got a perfect pitch finally. And now let's try out that curveball. Another perfect. And now we got ourselves another situation against the Padres. We got to strike out a batter and not give up a run. And now it's time to bring out a specialty pitch to screwball. Can we get a little out of the zone, get him chasing? Perfect. And we got the strikeout. Can't throw it better than that. And we just unlocked a 78 overall Barry Larkin. And now it's time for the fielding tutorial. Recording out at first. So all we got to do is tap on first to throw it there. That was pretty easy. Now the goal is to turn a double play. So all I gotta do is first tap on second, and then tap on first, and there's our first ever double play. And now we gotta record the out at home. So it's hitting the gap right there. All we gotta do is hit relay to hit the cutoff, and then we're gonna tap home to throw him out at home. Shouldn't have gone for it, my man. And he was gunned. I think the ball got there before he rounded third. And here comes another situation. Got to record a put out and not give up a run. All right, tap on first. And again, that was easy peasy. We got a solid 0 overall player. What a pull right there. With this being a soft launch, we're gonna run into some bugs. And now we got ourselves another moment. We get 3 plate appearances and we gotta score 2 runs. So apparently in each at-bat, we get to pick who bats/pitches. So obviously I'm gonna go with my highest overall guy I can choose in Chase Utley. That's what the stats are looking like. And let's try and get this done. And they got Mason Miller on the mound, a diamond. And sadly, that's going to be a ground out. Let's go ahead and use Kike right here. There we go, first pitch swinging, right back up the middle. We'll take a line drive for a single. We got life here. So it looks like each at-bat can give you momentum to fill up this meter on the left, and we can't use Barry because we don't have at least 3 momentum. So let's go ahead and use our next highest overall batter, Luke, who's a 72. And I think that's a 2-run shot to give us our 2 runs and complete the moment. And let's go. A no-doubter, 427 feet. And just like that, we walk it off in the bottom of the 9th again, 3-2 this time. And now we unlock the sweetest swing. And we got 81 overall rookie Ken Griffey Jr., my favorite player of all time. What
Holy
a
cow!
It looks like it's wanting us to try out the head-to-head mode now. And so we got both ranked and unranked games. Let's play our first ranked game. And it looks like we got a Reds versus Dodgers matchup. And we get to roll for the type of game mode we play. And it looks like we got Clutch King. 5 separate situations, score as many runs as possible. All right, so it's gonna shuffle my cards and I'm dealt the top 4. And we got Utley, Travis, Luke, and Gavin. And this is our first real game apparently. And we start with 10 momentum, so we gotta spend it wisely. And of course, I'm gonna go with Utley right here. We pull it down the line, and sadly, we move him over, but that's not going to get us anything. And now Ken Griffey Jr. is available to use, but I'm gonna wait for a situation with bases loaded if it happens. And we're gonna use Luke. Come on, we gotta put this in the gap right here. It's up the middle and a diving play, and they get the lead runner. And again, we cannot score. Now in this situation, we got runners on second and third with 1 out. We're gonna use Gavin Sheets right here and save Ken Griffey Jr. and Barry Larkin for the last 2 situations. 0-2 count, we gotta put this ball in play. We do, and that should be a sac fly, come on. Is it deep enough? Oh, and I forgot I gotta send them. And I just cost myself a run right there. But you know what? I was right to save Ken Griffey Jr. and Barry Larkin. We got a bases loaded situation. Let's get a grand slam with Ken Griffey Jr., our best batter. Come on, Ken. Of course. You know what? They make an error though. And that'll score a run. I can't complain. We finally got on the board. And now for our last situation, we got 2 outs, bases loaded. Let's use Barry Larkin. Come on, can we get our first grand slam right here? Nope, but it's back up the middle. And you gotta be kidding me. Another diving play, but he's safe and we get another run right there. So we put up 2 with 5 opportunities. And now we gotta wait for our opponent to finish their game to find out if we win or not. I got myself my first Classic The Show pack. Let's go ahead and open this up. A 72 overall Vargas, 76 overall Luis Gil, 77 Edmundo Sosa, and then a 77 overall Ben Rice. I went ahead and created an MLB The Show mobile account, and the username JFish was available, and it gave me 5 more packs to open. Let's open up the first one right here. A 74 overall JJ, 75 Durbin, 75 AJ, and 78 Colton. Pack number 2, 66 Pereira, 72 Lawrence Butler, 76 Frankie Montas, and a 76 Willie Adames. Pack number 3, 73 Kyle Leahy, another 76 overall Luis Gil, 76 Zach Gallen, and an 83 Garcia. Our first gold from a Classic The Show pack and the highest player on our team now. Let's go. Time for pack number 4. Can we get our first diamond in this video today? 66 Ryan, 77 Rosario, 78 Gatorade, and an 87 Kyle Tucker, our first diamond. Right after I said, can we get our first diamond, we pulled Kyle Tucker, who's also a free agent. Let me know in the comments where you think he's gonna end up. That's what I'm talking about right there. Down to our last pack. A 77 Ashby, a gold 80 overall Chapman, another gold in Logan, and an 83 overall Jordan Westberg. 3 golds in that pack right there. These packs continue to heat up. It turns out we ended up tying in that game 2-2. And it looks like we got 2 more games against them. So it's a best of 3 series. And before I play game 2 against them, I'm going to put the new players we just got from our first pack opening into the squad. And I'm just gonna go with the max overall option. And now that's what our team is looking like. And now we're a 76 overall. So our next game is Ice in My Veins. You start with bases loaded in the 10th inning. You got to score as many runs as you can. So obviously for my first batter, I'm going to go with Garcia, who's the highest overall at 83. He only uses 1 momentum. And that gets through. I was hoping that wouldn't be able to play. Send him home. And so it looks like the CPU automatically sent him home. And we'll take a 2 RBI single. And now we're going to bring Jordan Westberg up. Our next highest overall player at 83 as well. Got ourselves an 0-2 count. We got to put this in play. We do. We hit it hard. We're going to risk it. Our first opportunity. And he is in there. A close play, but now we got runners on first and third with 1. And we got to use our man, Ken Griffey Jr. Come on, Ken. Of course, he hits into a double play. Never mind, he's gonna beat it out though. He gets the run in. Ken clutches up. And now let's go ahead and use Hall of Famer Barry Larkin with 2 outs. Another 0-2 count, we're fighting again. And he gets us early on the cutter, but we put up 3. Will that be enough to win game 2? All right, let's see their results for game 2, and they only put up 1 run. We won game 2. So I got a 1-0-1 record. If I win or tie in game 3, I win the overall series for my first dub. Let's see what the game mode's gonna be for game 3. 3 outs for glory. Each run and hit earns you points. Keep raking until you make 3 outs. And so the better the hit, the more points you get, all the way up to 9 for a home run. Okay, let's just start out with Jordan Westberg. Runners on third. No outs. And we'll take that start right there. It's gonna be a double in the gap. Come on, send him 2. Send him home. And let's go. And now let's go ahead and use Garcia again. We got 10 points right now. We hit that down the line. We're locked in. Make that back-to-back doubles. And yeah, we're risking it. We risk it for the biscuit here. Come on, baby. And it's a bad throw. He's in there. Back-to-back doubles. And now we get our first opportunity to use our diamond Kyle Tucker. This is an easy no-brainer. I'm feeling our first home run right here. I jinxed it. And it's going to be our first out with my best player. I got too cocky. All right, now let's go ahead and use Matt Chapman. Fifth pitch of that bat, 0-2 count. We're fighting. You know what we put in play? Send him home. We're risking it. All we do is risk it for the biscuit here. And that one cost us finally. It was bound to happen eventually. But we end up finishing with 17 points. Will that be enough to get the dub? And let's see what they did in game 3. They only got 15, so we win game 3 and we win the series overall 2-0-1 record. And there you have it, our first win. And we got our first rank reward out of that. So I unlocked a classic pack. Let's just open it right now. 68 Mayer, 75 Kimbrel, 80 overall Rob Nen, and an 83 Christopher Sanchez. 2 more golds. We also got 500 stubs and a 79 overall Chris Sale. Let's go ahead and add those guys to our squad right there. And that brings us up to a 79 overall now. The last and final game mode I'm going to check out is moments. All right, tap to open. And if we complete all moments in this capsule, it looks like we unlocked an 83 overall Adrian Beltre. Playing our first moment, we got to get 3 outs while making perfect throws to home and big play stops. I'm just going to go ahead and put Frankie out there on the mound. All right, come on. Colton, let's make this play. Can he get him out from left? We got the perfect timing right there. And that'll do it. 1 of 3. Come on, Barry. It's just like Road to the Show. Come on, baby. Get it in the green. It's really cool how they're integrating these features from the console game into mobile. And there's our 3 putouts right there, and we get our first moment done. And now I got 1 more moment to complete in Fundamentals 2 to get the 83 overall Beltre. Now this one's gonna be an offensive moment. We get 2 at-bats, and we gotta score just 1 run. Obviously, I'm gonna use my highest overall player, Garcia. Tap to open the steal menu. So we're finally learning how to steal. And it wants us to try to steal with Justice with 42 speed. I don't like our chances. You know what? Here goes nothing. And he's gonna be in there. That catcher has no arm apparently. And now we're learning how to bunt. We gotta hold it down with 2 fingers. Let's get him in the third to set up a sac fly opportunity. All right, for some reason that didn't work. All right, we got it down, a beautiful bunt. He's gonna be in there, and now we got a man on third with 1 out. We're gonna use Matt Chapman for this. All he's gotta do is put it deep enough in the outfield to get this moment done. Come on, Matt. And that should do it. Go ahead and send him. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. Why not? And he's in there, and that does it for the moment. And we have just unlocked the 83 overall gold Adrian Beltre for that moment. And it looks like we've advanced to level 2 in the show pass now as well. And for completing level 1, we get another classic, the show pack. This will be probably the last one we open today. Start off with a 69 Steven, 70 Max Kepler, 83 Hunter Green, and an 84 overall Suarez. And Suarez has got 98 power. And so now we're checking out the checklist feature, and this seems like collections in the actual MLB The Show game on consoles. We completed all 4 cards for this, and now we have unlocked an 82 overall gold Pedro Martinez. So we just complete the checklist, and now we got another Hall of Fame pitcher right there. I went ahead and added those new cards to my squad, and now we're sitting at an 80 overall, and that's what my batters and pitchers are looking like to end this one. One more thing that I just noticed is a game mode called Seasons is coming soon, and I'm assuming that'll be available when the full release of this game comes out. That's gonna do it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed. If you guys did, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys next time.